Hi, this is Cherry the Geek, and I'm celebrating Scooby-Doo and Batman. This is the very third Warner Brother animation film combining the iconic characters. I cannot wait to see it because it's from the brave and the bold style of animation, as well as some of our favorite voiceover actors. This is Cherry, and I'm talking geek here with Scooby-Doo and Batman, the brave and the bold. I'm so excited because I'm talking to Batman.
Hello, everyone. These are the Hammers of Justice.
How fun is it to work on The Brave and the Bold for the very third Scooby-Doo Batman movie?
This is a dream come true because my kids and I love Batman and Scooby, like the combinations, the other ones, and so the fact that this all came together is just amazing. Deeply grateful to James Tucker, the creator of the show, to have realized this dream, and it's great for me. I'm super excited.
Because you're coming back to Batman.
Oh yeah, it's the best part ever, and the fact that I get to play it again is just incredible to me, and it's a dream come true.
It must have been so busy juggling American Housewife and doing this. Did you do it during the hiatus?
I did not do it during the hiatus. Crazily enough, I had shot American Housewife all day, and then I got the call to go to the studio. They didn't tell me what it was for. I actually didn't know I was going to be Batman. Do you know this story?
No.
Oh, so you should ask James Tucker, because I actually came in and I was like, oh, hey, James, like that, and I was signing. I go, so what's the story? And he goes, we're doing Batman. I go, oh, cool. Who's Batman? And he goes, you are. I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, it was like a tear dropped. I was ascended to heaven. It was like the greatest thing that ever happened.
Now, I'm really fascinated by this new film because you guys have brought on some new villains and then some favorites. Which was the one that you said we need to have it in this film?
Well, the thing about this is getting to revisit Brave and the Bold again, and we just wanted a cameo fest of villains. So I can't say there's any one villain. But as anyone who watched Brave and the Bold knows, there's no villain too obscure to put in Brave and the Bold. So, the only thing I wish is we could have got more Scooby villains in it, but it was a little villain heavy. So, I guess Joker's always a great go-to, and Jeff Bennett voices him so well that I'd say Joker, just to be typical.
Now, what was it like working on The Brave and the Bold and Batman? This is only the third time they've made a film together.
Yeah, I mean, and apparently the last time they did was the 70s, so that's pretty cool. I was just excited to see these worlds collide and, kind of seeing these do-gooders come together, and it's, even just stylistically, it's not two worlds that I wouldn't expect to see together, and so it's kind of fun. But and they do such a great job of mashing it up. But, I think I like to see Velma and the gang just, interacting with Batman, and I don't want to give anything away, so maybe some mysteries will happen.
Congratulations on directing this film.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. It's not every day you feel like you get to. I mean, it's animation, and we get to play with our toys constantly. But this project in particular, it really felt like I got to have my toys and play with them. So, because it's two different franchises that coincidentally go together really well. Yeah, more than people tend to realize. At least when I first got asked to come on board with James Tucker and crew, it was like, oh man, Scooby-Doo Batman. Oh yeah, that could work. Yeah, that would totally work. And it's great that it's been done in the history of Batman and Scooby-Doo. So it's not too uncommon to kind of start from something.
Now, did you watch any of the episodes from The Brave and the Bold to get the feel of it, as well as one of the old movies?
Coincidentally, my very first gig at Warner Brothers was Brave and the Bold Season 3. So I was a very big fan of Brave and the Bold. It was a show that I never thought I'd get to work on. And then, sure enough, as fate would have it, I got to land that gig over at Warner Brothers, and I've been there ever since. And so to be able to come back 6-7 years later to do this character and these stories, it was like seeing a long lost family member that you really love, or your best friend. You're like, yeah, hey, what's up? And it just kind of was slipping into some old shoes. I felt good. Felt really good.
They've made the film or a project with these two iconic characters or groups.
Well, listen, Aquaman and Scooby-Doo have never really hung out together. So that was kind of cool. I really enjoyed that. We're talking about just the characters of Scooby-Doo and Batman together again. I think it's brilliant, and I also am very excited that Aquaman got to play, which is just great. But just being involved with Mystery Incorporated is just cool, especially on the good guy side, because usually I'm on the bad guy side, so that's good.
You're always a good guy to me.
Yeah, I mean, that John's right. This is actually unique because I believe this is probably the first time Scooby's dealing with Aquaman. And I love our version of Aquaman because I think he's the most fun and hilarious and coolest hero from Brave and the Bold, besides Batman, of course. So I don't know. It's fun to play with these characters and put, it's a lot of characters too, and it's hard to sort of put together a project with this many characters, but that's the challenge, and the fun is to work with all these actors and make it work.
Now, what was it like writing it? Did you sort of watch some of the old films, the first two films, as well as the Bold and the Brave animated series to get a feel?
Yeah, I had written for Brave and the Bold several episodes of that show, so I was intimately familiar with everything about it, and lamented its passing at the time. So I was really glad to see it come back, and in any form. When I saw this, I was incredibly excited. And I've been a Scooby fan since the original series was on television when I was a kid. So, and this was very specific aspects of Scooby. One was Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?, the original, and the new Scooby-Doo movies, which is about their team-ups, and also about what was the current show at the time at Warner Brothers, Be Cool Scooby-Doo, which I was slated to write for, and then they pulled me onto this because they wanted somebody who was versed in Batman and Scooby, so I had already Scoobied up, as it were, and I dove into this too, and it was literally an embarrassment of riches, to be honest.